What up, y'all? It's your man, Abuamerican. Just out here getting some sunlight, process that vitamin D. Us people of color with higher melanin than white people, than Europeans, we need to be out in the sun a little bit more, They just walk out in the sun for like 2 minutes and they get their vitamin D for a week. Anyway, hey, I just want to revisit the topic. I was talking about like how if your girl's online arguing with dudes, she's cuckolding you passively. And I just wanted to reiterate this point. I was talking to a homie, and we were talking on Facebook Messenger, and we were like, together on this thread where these females come in and like, they're Miss Unicorn. Oh, I would never do this. I'm so amazing. This, that, the other, and it's just, looking for arguments, looking to start arguments. And I noticed like, although I was kind of like going back and forth with one female, there was another female in there kept on trying to engage me. I just ignored her entirely. I just, rejected any sort of like acknowledgement of her presence in the thread. And she wouldn't stop trying, I mean, she got the last word, I guess, if you will, for lack of a better term. I mean, she dropped some stupid comment. I just ignored her entirely. But this brings me back to a point, or to the point of being cuckolded. Obviously, you're doing something wrong if your girl's online looking for attention from men. Look, I've heard it from women, multiple women, and I've read it online. A woman would rather be in an abusive relationship, be it emotional or physical, than being in a stable, boring relationship. The words that were used face to face were, I would rather feel something than be bored and feel nothing. Women are fueled by emotions. You got to give your girl the roller coaster. I tell you all the time. I say it all the time. Give her the roller coaster. If you don't, she's going to go online and find it. And that emotional fix is going to turn into a physical one. Let there be no question. She's going to eventually start looking because she's going to feel like she can do better because everybody else is giving her something that you're not. And ladies, you got to understand, there's nothing wrong with a guy being boring. There's nothing wrong with these beta guys in that particular sense. They're stable, They make the society we're in. Alpha males are the guardians of it. We create the environment. I'm throwing myself in there with the alpha category, like all men would like to. We're the ones that kill the things that go bump in the night so that, you can walk at night. But, the beta males, they're the ones who make like this technology, this nice little phone I'm making this video for. Those are the guys who, the slow and steady, boring guys. There's nothing wrong with them. Yeah, sure, you want to have my kids because, they're going to turn out like awesomely strong. But at the same time, someone's got to be the nerd and the geeks and like, make the world go around in that particular sense. Someone's got to be the engineers. Can't everybody be like, the lion and tiger and bear killer. Don't be upset that your guy's, slow and steady and boring. And guys, I'm going to reiterate this. You got to set ground rules. If you set the ground rules and she continues to break them, especially in engaging other dudes emotionally online, get rid of her. I don't care if it's been 15, 20 years. You need to fire her and get somebody else. If you're slow and steady and you got money, another woman is right around the corner. If you're alpha, it's the same thing. It doesn't matter. There's 7 billion people on this planet, and you, gentlemen, are the prize. If she continually breaks those rules and goes and gets her emotional fix from someone else, somewhere else, if she doesn't have the self-controls in place to guard herself, get rid of her. Get rid of her. I don't care if you got 10 kids with her, get rid of her. Because eventually what's going to happen is, because of a gynocentric society, she's going to jam you up in the court systems. And no matter how good you were, you'll be the bad guy. It's not worth it. Just get rid of her and replace her with somebody who will. Somebody who will follow your rules. And one of your rules should be no emotional, no physical engagement with another man, unless you're an absolute cuckold. And then you should be burned in a fire. But hey, that's my opinion about burning in the fire. The rest, that's fact. Anyway, I just want to reiterate that something has fundamentally gone wrong in your relationship if she's online getting her emotional fix from someone else. And you should really look at that as a problem and try and fix it, especially giving her the roller coaster. Don't think there's anything, it's like bad emotional engagement. There's not, Go back to what I told you and what you'll find online if you do the research. Women would rather be in an abusive relationship where they feel something than feel nothing with a boring guy. There is no such thing as negative. I'm not telling you to beat your woman. Don't freaking say Abuamerican said go abuse your woman. Don't physically abuse her. Don't emotionally abuse her, psychologically or whatever else. But give her that up and down. Trust me, she'll love you for it. And then you're going to love me for it. This is your man, Abuamerican. Catch me on Instagram, Twitter, and Facebook. All that Abuamerican. I'm out.